All right, let's do this. Just like last week and all of this week, we are doing, there's something stuck on the back of that. Just like last week, we're going to be doing our fact families with adding with the subtraction this time. So let's go ahead and get started. This time we're going to do, let's try 6 and 1. So we're going to put a 6 and 1 on the bottom, just like that, and then we're going to add them up. We have 6 and 1 here, and we're just going to count them on the dominoes and add them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have our full fact family triangle. And now we can get started on the bottom portion. We know that we're going to use the bottom two numbers to make the equation. So we have 6 plus 1, which we know that equals the biggest number, which is 7. So now we know 6 plus 1 equals 7. And to get our second equation, we're just going to do it just like the last time we did it, where we're switching these two numbers. So instead of the 6 going first this time, the 1 is going to go first. So it's going to be 1 plus 6 equals the biggest number, which is 7. Keep in mind, those are just like the same equations. They just look a little different. And we added that new step of subtraction this week. So we know that we can't take 7 away from 1 or 7 away from 6, otherwise we end up with a funny number like a negative, which we don't want that. So we know the 7 is going to go first. So we're going to do 7 minus 6. And all of our answers are always going to be inside the fact triangle. So if I use 7 and I use 6, that means my only probable answer would be 1. So now we know 7 minus 6 equals 1. And we know the 7 is going to go first again. So we have 7 minus 1. So if we have 7 up here and we use 7, we use 1, our only other answer would be 6. So now that is our fact families. All of the answers are all in the triangle. Go ahead and do one more. Let's make it a little bit of a bigger number. Let's do this one. So we're going to do 8 and 2. So we're going to put 8 and 2 on the bottom part of our fact family. And we're going to add them up on the domino and see what our answer is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that, our triangle is now complete. And now all we have to do is the equations. So we're going to try the bottom ones. So 8 plus 2 would equal, we use 8 and 2. Now all we have left is 10. So now we know 8 plus 2 equals 10. And we know the second one's going to equal 10, except for we're just going to switch these two. So instead of the 8 going first this time, it's going to be the 2. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. Just like that. And then we're going to start with the subtraction. Remember, when we take our do our subtraction, the biggest number is always going to go first because you can't take 10 from 8 or 10 from 2. So if we did 10 minus 2, the answer is always going to be in our fact family. So if we use 10 and we use 2, the only other answer is 8. And it would look like this. So for the second one, it's kind of like using the commutative method, except for on the last two numbers. So we're going to start with 10 again, just like that. And we're going to do 10, we're just going to switch these two. So 10 minus 8. So 10 minus 8, we'll use these two. So we know 10 minus 8 would equal 2. Because remember, all the answers are going to be already written in your fact family. So you would end up with a done problems like this. All right, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you for watching and learning with me.